Hello there. So today I don't really have any specific topic to talk about, but I just want to film a video taking advantage of the fact that I have some time alone. I'm wearing the same thing that I was wearing on the last video. Going to put a little bit of lip gloss. I have a little snack. These are some Mexican snacks. This is very characteristic of the Mexican snacks. It says like calories, excess of calories, excess of sugar, and excess of saturated fat or something like that. I don't know if I sound a little bit different. I just went for a walk with my dog, and today is like a festive day. It's like a religious, like the Good Friday or something like that for people who are Christians. And I just want to talk about whatever's in my mind. So the first thing is that in my mind is that today one of my coworkers got fired because I work in a call center, and he was fired just because, well, as he put it, he said that he was fired because he made a mistake in one of the calls, like a serious mistake per se, some information that you really don't have to provide to the caller, and other things. And he supposedly hung up like 3 calls or something. That's the information that he told us, but we're not 100% sure if it was only that or if there was more other things. But when he told us that, I was like, oh my god, like the possibility of actually losing my job. Every week I would be like, oh, okay, this week is going to be the week where calls are a lot more slower, or there's less volume of calls, and we're going to get laid off. But that hasn't happened just yet. I thought it was going to happen like in January. We're in April now, so hopefully I can stay in that job for some time. I mean, it's not that I love it, but it's one of the best jobs that I have. It's decently paid, and it's not too difficult per se once you get used to it. It's not too stressful. So yeah, I've been home alone since yesterday, and every time that I'm home alone, I just feel like a whole different person. Like yesterday, after I finished work, I went to the mall. Well, not really to the mall, to the supermarket. My dog is so fucking beautiful. I went to the supermarket. I got some food. I made myself some food, like some rice with meat, and meat with veggies and rice on the side. And I've never cooked. Like, I live with my sister and my niece. My sister is the one who usually cooks. I don't usually cook because my sister cooks for her daughter and me. So the majority are her and her daughter. So if I cook, I only cook for my taste, right? So I don't want to cook like a lot of food and only for me, or I don't want to cook for the whole family and only being me the ones who end up liking it. I don't know. So yeah, and I cooked. I was like, okay, I'm going to cook for like 2 days. And that's what I ate on my lunchtime. And I was like, I can do it. Living on my own, I know I can do it, and I feel so. I just love being on my own. I was doing my groceries on my own. It just kind of reminded me of when I was living on my own the capital of my state where I used to live before when I was starting college. And yeah, I don't know. Also, I've been dreaming a lot about a friend that I had in college, because right now I'm reading A Little Life, and Jude, if you have read that book, Jude, the main character of A Little Life, I'm not even a quarter of the book, but Jude reminds me of my friend back in college. He's a guy, and I don't know, it just reminds me of him. And I had a dream where I've had like 3 dreams, or maybe more. I mean, I didn't have a crush on him, it was truly just a friendship, but I really, really appreciate him as a friend. And I mean, hopefully he did as well, but for some reason, because we're both not people. Well, back then I was more about posting in social media and whatnot, but now I'm not. So we both don't know, or at least I don't know what's up with him. He doesn't know what's up with me. One sec. Yeah, he doesn't know what's up with me, so I'm just hoping he's okay. I've been dreaming a lot. Well, not constantly, but recently, I think on Monday or something. Today's Friday. So Monday or so, I dreamt about him, that there was like a reunion party with all of my classmates from like primary school, secondary school, high school, university, for some reason. And I was the most excited about seeing him. And when I saw him, like I saw him not directly, but I saw him, like I just knew that he was in the party, and I got so excited. I was like, oh my god, I've been waiting so much to, as if it was real life, right? In my dream, I was like, oh, I've been dreaming about him. I've been thinking about reaching out to him and to see how he's doing. Because while we were friends, he was like, he sometimes would tell me that he wasn't really having, he was struggling with his mental health and whatnot, and I'm just worried, I guess subconsciously, if he's doing okay. So maybe that's one of the reasons I've been dreaming about him. And when I saw him in my dream, which I thought it was real life, I was like, oh my god, I'm finally seeing him. So when I finally saw him, he was like speaking to a girl or something. She was just talking with a girl, and I was like, hi. And he was like, he saw me, he stood up, he hugged me. He was taller than me in my dream, like my head was like on his chest, but in real life we're like the same height or something, or maybe I'm a little bit taller than him. But he has like this characteristic look. He has like characteristic hair, and I just kind of wish that when we were actually in real life, I mean, maybe he did know it, but I kind of wish I was a better friend. I don't know. I think he kind of worried about me because I lived alone in the same city, like in the city I was alone. And he would always ask me like, and what do you do like being on your own? And he would tell me like, and you don't really, why did you talk a lot? And it's something that for introverts is something that it can be really annoying if someone asks you that. But it wasn't annoying when he asked me that, but because I think he would do it in like not in a bad way or with bad intentions. He was actually worried that maybe there was something wrong with me, or that I was lonely or something like that. So he would ask me that, like, and what did you do being on your own? just in your room, and oh, why don't you have a boyfriend and whatnot. I know he was doing it for good intentions, and I really appreciate he was having a hard time and he would tell me about it. And I really regret that I didn't listen as much, and I was just trying to give him a solution. I mean, it was 2021, so you know, I hope he forgives me, or he has forgiven me about that. We both really liked Jenna Jenna marbles, which I fucking love. Um, I'm not sure, but I think I probably introduced him to her before the pandemic started. I remember we went to his house, like the group of our friends. We went to his house and we were putting like random YouTube videos, and I put this YouTube video of Jenna Julian reacting to her favorite TikToks, I think, back when TikTok just started being popular. And back then, I think he didn't really know who Jenna was, but after we came back from the pandemic, he really liked him. And I remember even for his birthday, I gave him a mug that said "Hell yeah." "Hell yeah" was Jenna's like phrase, like "Oh hell yeah." If you know, you know. I love her so much, and I gave him a mug that said "Oh hell yeah." And I know he wasn't very expressive of his feelings, but he said that he really loved that mug. And I know he cared about me, and I care about him. So I've been thinking about him, and that dream just felt so realistic. And well, we hugged in the dream, and I woke up when I hugged him, and I woke up really disappointed because I thought that finally I had met up with him in real life, but it wasn't real life. So I was a little upset about it. This is a Mexican snack that is called chocorroles, and it has like white cream and pineapple jam or something on the inside. I don't want to talk much about the job anymore, but I thought, oh my god, like he was fired and he didn't get a warning or anything. Like usually in call centers, if you don't do something correctly, you get like a warning, but this time he didn't even get a warning. So I was like, oh my god, like they're just finding excuses to fire people now. Maybe because the volume of calls is a little bit lower now. They're just looking for excuses to fire people. And as soon as this co-worker told us that he was fired, I started like doing my calls as 100% as I could. And actually I was monitored that call, the very first call after he told us that he got fired. And I was really anxious and nervous on that call. And they monitored that call. It was like 2 minutes or something, but I got 100%, so that's good. And so I was like, oh my god, they're really like checking us now, because they usually don't do usual monitors, like only one time a month or something. And yeah, I think that's very drastic, and it got me kind of disappointed, but because they would look in the training very chill and very communicative. I don't know if that's even a word, but very communicative. And I would think that if I would do something wrong in the call, they would tell me before I would get fired, just right off the bat. But it looks like that's not how they work. So now I have to make sure to be on my 100% on every fucking call. And that sucks. But I mean, I'm trying to remind myself that I'm grateful to have a job, and that I know that if I didn't have a job, I would be miserable. Like right now, I just get tired, and when I'm working, I'm like, oh my god, I wish I was in my bed with my dog cuddling and reading. But I know that if I had no job, I would be depressed, stressed, anxious, with no money. So it isn't worth it to have all the time in the world if you don't have any money, for me, right? In my experience, I get really, really, really anxious. I don't even um, take advantage of the time that I have on my own. That I have free or whatnot. Today is Friday, so I have free tomorrow as well. But my mom, because she kind of worries that I'm alone and whatnot, I want to tell her I'm glowing when I'm on my own, but I don't want to be rude either. So she told me like, oh, come by to the house tomorrow to hang out and whatnot. And I was like, oh, okay, yes. I was planning on going to the movies, but there's not really a movie that I really want to watch. The only one interesting right now is Project Hail Mary. I watched it last weekend, and the other horror movie, the second part, Dear Wedding Day or something. I don't know, like a girl that is on the wedding and the family is crazy and they start like haunting her or something. The part two, but there's only two schedules. Like actually one schedule in each cinema location, and it's very early or too late at night, so I can go. Well, I can go in the afternoon, but because I'm going to hang out with my mom, I'm not going to do that anymore. So yeah, I have part of tomorrow free. I'm planning on waking up early, go for a walk with my dog, but I'm not 100% sure because it's like a festive day, a holiday, and there's a lot of drunk people and whatnot. So I don't want to go early to a park that is pretty like alone. There's not much people around. I don't want to get in risk or whatnot. So I don't know exactly what I would do. What I'm gonna do. I don't think I'm going to wake up early, honestly. I woke up early Monday through Friday, so I like to rest on the weekends to wake up a little later, which I end up waking up, oh my gosh, in 18 minutes. Sorry about that if you're watching. Yeah, 18 minutes. 18 minutes. Anyways, that was my video. If you watched, thank you very much for watching. This was just a ramble because I really have time to record videos. Now I'm going to lay in bed. Maybe I'll watch a movie. I started reading a new book, a thriller book today, so I might read that. And no. Yeah. Trying to make a thumbnail. Don't kill me. Okay.